Audio Jungle.
Family seeks answers after teen's fatal motorcycle crash amid alleged police chase. Law enforcers are currently meeting with the families of the teens who were killed in an alleged motorcycle chase in Little London, Westmoreland on Friday night. Tension is high in the community as the residents and family of Tariq Fraser and Giovanni Black continue to search for answers in relation to their deaths. It is alleged that the accident was a result of police chase. According to some residents, the teens were chased by the police who allegedly hit their motorcycle, which then collided with a tree. But according to the police corporate communications unit, at about 8:45 p.m., Black and Fraser, who were both traveling on a cheetah motorcycle, collided with a motor car that was traveling in the opposite direction. The police report continued. The driver of the motor car fled the scene. Another motorcyclist who was traveling in close proximity was also injured in the incident. All three cyclists were taken to the hospital, where Fraser and Black were pronounced dead. The injured driver was admitted. Since the incident, police have been keeping a high presence in the area. Mother of slain Westmoreland man says he was a jovial person. "Me have to keep the faith for the rest of my children." Those were the words of Juliet Reynolds, whose son was gunned down in Geneva Grange Hill on Monday morning. He is 25-year-old Nathan, is said to have left his Bellevue address to visit his brother when the incident occurred. Nathan was gunned down while riding his bike in the community. He is the fifth victim in the last 72 hours to be killed in that manner. It is for that reason Reynolds is doubtful that the installation of a zone of special operations will lead any success. Right now, if a man wants your soldier or no soldier life, the distraught mother of 7 told reporters hours after her son's murder. Reynolds described her son as a jovial person who did not have many friends. She said she is still struggling to cope with the tragic loss and had to seek medical attention. Meanwhile, when reporters visited the Violence Play Committee on Monday evening, there was a high police presence. Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Western Roland Wilson said he has been in dialogue with the police in relation to the space of killings. Grange Hill is not new to these incidents. I have been in constant communication with the police, High Command in the parish, Wilson revealed. He said the police have acknowledged that they will need more resources on the ground and have pledged to deploy further assets in the community. Motorcyclist shot while riding in St. James. Police are searching for a man who fired several shots at a motorcyclist as he rode along the roadway in Canaan District in Dumfries, St. James on Saturday night. The bike rider received a gunshot wound, crashed his motorcycle and was later hospitalized, the police stated. Reports reaching reporters are that about 9:45 p.m., the now injured man was riding his purple missile G150 motorcycle bike along the roadway when a man armed with a handgun stood along the roadway and opened gunfire in his direction. He was hit in the right leg and right index finger. The motorcyclist then reported the lost control of the motorcycle. The gunman subsequently escaped on foot in the surrounding area. The motorcyclist was assisted by residents to hospital, where he was admitted in a serious but stable condition. The police were later alerted. 5 9mm Spence casing were reported retrieved from the scene, the police stated. Taki High Board members met yesterday after principal charged with burglary. Errol Basco faces court on Thursday. Board members of the Taki High School in St. Mary convened for a meeting yesterday after the institution's principal was charged with burglary. According to the St. Mary Police, 56-year-old Errol Basco was charged following an incident at his home on February 29. He is to face the St. Mary Parish Court on Thursday, March 14. Reports are that about 11 p.m., the complainant visited a friend who was staying at Mr. Basco's premises. Upon Mr. Basco's return, he spoke briefly to the complainant before it was alleged that he sexually assaulted him. A report was made to the police and an investigation was launched. Mr. Basco was then arrested and charged. Mr. Basco on Friday wrote to the president of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, announcing his resignation as the party's provisional candidate for Western St. Mary. Describing the accusations as malicious, Mr. Basco said he was innocent and was confident that the truth would prevail in due course. There has also been a call for him to resign as principal. When asked for a reaction last evening, Education Minister Favour Williams told reporters that the school board's chairman has called a meeting to decide on the way forward. She explained that she awaits the results of the meeting to make a decision on the matter.
As you know, the story broke over the weekend, and as soon as I heard, I reached out to the board chair. We spoke. He's taking steps to convene a board meeting for tomorrow. The allegations, which were followed by charges, have raised the seriousness of the situation to another level. The board has to be allowed to meet and to take decision on the matter, and so I await that board meeting and what flows from there. So until then, I will not be able to provide any additional information. I have to await the board meeting and the actions that would flow from that meeting.
New mayor outlines vision for St. Elizabeth. New mayor of Black River, Councillor Richard Solomon, has outlined his vision for the parish of St. Elizabeth, which focuses on economic growth, environmental sustainability, and community well-being. Following his swearing-in on March 7, Solomon said key among his priorities is working close with local businesses, entrepreneurs, farmers and investors to attract new industries and investments to the parish. He particularly highlighted the potential of the business process outsourcing BPO sector to create job opportunities, especially for the youth, to bring more growth to the town of Black River. We intend to improve efficiency to promote a business-friendly environment so that we can generate sustainable employment, increase our tax base, and allow more revenue to be raised and hence improve the overall quality of life for all citizens, Solomon stated. He noted that as an educator, he will also prioritize education and training for the youth, collaborating with schools, parents, and community organizations to empower young people for the challenges and opportunities of the fourth industrial revolution. Meanwhile, Mayor Solomon stressed the importance of enforcing the Town and Country Planning Act to prevent ad hoc projects. He said that under his administration, the corporation intends to develop comprehensive plans for all major townships so everyone will be fully aware of the vision for each town and therefore align themselves to achieve the overarching goals and objectives. Additionally, there are plans to introduce garbage sorting and improved in the timely collection of garbage. He said this includes a multi-massive collection drive to reduce everyday workload and dependency on garbage collectors. We intend to ramp up the installation of CCTV cameras in public spaces, such as the market and transportation centers, and link them to the Jamaica Eye for us to have real-time, 24/7 viewing access. This will make the environment safer for everyone, Solomon noted. The mayor said his vision is to make St. Elizabeth the place of choice to work, raise a family, and do business, emphasizing the importance of community engagement and collaboration in achieving these goals. Agriculture Ministry to ramp up activities under its new Face of Food initiative this year. The new Face of Food strategy is high on the Agriculture Ministry's agenda for this year. According to Portfolio Minister Floyd Green, focus will be placed on strengthening the country's small remittance sector, food security initiatives, and expanding the country's production. He said the sector will increase the production of non-traditional export items such as yam and sweet potato. He also noted that over $2 billion will be spent to invest in key irrigation projects. Mr. Green added that the promotion of youth entrepreneurship will be an integral part in the new Face of Food strategy.
This year's budget is $19.6 billion and will assist the ministry in continuing to roll out the new Face of Food strategy, which includes food security initiatives targeting 250 acres of orchard crops in breadfruit, ackee, and mangoes, strengthening of our small ruminant sector through the integration of new breeds, expansion of our tilapia production through the development of an aquaculture agropark, and promoting mariculture enterprises through public-private partnerships. Additionally, the ministry will continue its drive to increase the production of non-traditional exports in sweet potatoes and yams, with a potential to significantly increase foreign exchange earnings. Through the ministry's irrigation project, stakeholders will have access to additional 1,600 hectares of irrigated lands with supported infrastructure and services. We will also continue to invest approximately $2.6 billion in key irrigation projects that are expected to result in over 2,000 hectares of additional irrigated lands for production over the next 3 years. Integral to the new Face of Food strategy will be the promotion of youth entrepreneurship and increased investments in the sector. In this regard, the ministry's strategic priorities for 2024-2025 will focus on increased investments in agriculture and fisheries sector to ensure sustained growth.
Nonsense freed of rape charge. A St. Elizabeth taxi operator was on Monday freed of a rape charge when he appeared before the St. Elizabeth Circuit Court. 53-year-old Oliver James, otherwise called Nonsense, was freed by a jury after being found not guilty of rape. His attorney, Thomas Levine, said the trial was conducted by Chief Justice. Levine said the jury arrived at a verdict after a 3-day trial. It is alleged that on January 26, 2019, the complainant chartered James' taxi from Malvern to go to Montego Bay, St. James. On the returning journey, the complainant alleged that Nonsense drove the taxi into bushes in the Malvern area and raped her. Levine said his client strongly denied the allegations and said the sex was consensual and gave evidence on oath. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.